Yes.
You want to open up the computer? Who wants to see some feety pics? I got pictures of your feet. I was actually thinking about doing a video with them.
You know you do. I watched you take them.
What is that, weird?
Kinda, yeah.
Why? Hey man, give people what they want.
TV is muted.
John Wicks, how are you doing? Sloaner, how are you back? Sloaner, if you want, go to the shorts and give me a subscribe and a comment in there, and I will come to your channel and check you out. Sorry it took a little while. I was making supper, and I ate and I had a poop. What? Dave, how are you doing? Not a sponsor? I have a video. So I have a video actually I made of some feet. And I was thinking about posting them. I just wasn't sure. If I do post them, I'm going to tag you, Ammo, and Jay Lee in it. YCD Guns, how are you doing? I'm good, man. We got some ammunition loaded earlier, so we got some testing to do. Probably go this weekend. Yeah, subbed. Okay. Yeah, leave me a comment so I can find your channel. Yeah, well, I didn't change much from the last time. The only thing we changed was we put the Pro Chino away. Jay Lee, we were literally just talking about you. Oh boy. Yeah, man, don't sweat it. Yeah, we threw the AR-10 on here. Honestly, I was being lazy. But we'll change it up for the next one for sure. I usually change them every time, but gotta go cut wood. Well, I mean, don't feel like I'm holding you back. I appreciate you showing up and showing some support. Double tap that screen for sure. My favorite caliber? I mean, if I said 50, would it be like facetious? I like shooting that 9mm Major, that pistol. That's actually a lot of fun to shoot.
This was you asked earlier.
Bring that over here.
Yeah.
Here's 308. 308's, I enjoy 308 too. The only thing I don't enjoy about it anymore is the price.
For that live earlier.
So, large rifle primers are expensive. 308 eats a lot of powder, and projectiles are fairly expensive. And I can handle all that, but what kills you is when you have to buy new brass. And I don't have any virgin brass anymore. So, yeah. Only thing I really load to 7.62 is for my M1A. Otherwise, everything I load to 308 spec. Had a guy on Friday shooting as you deliver. Oh, that'd have been all kinds of fun shooting that 44 lever gun suppressed. There you go. You were nice to him though, right, Jay Lee? You weren't like, I mean, trolling him. His grouping at 7 yards with the deagle was insane. Yeah, 7 yards is isn't out of reach. controller go? Well, did you get to try any of his stuff? There you go. You tried it though, John? When Dave, you put holes in a deer. You use 1 round a year. 2 are the most. Taste brands, what's going on? The burns from... Oh, that's right, you're left-handed. I was just going to say, how did you get burnt? No, you're left-handed. I know exactly the pain you are feeling because I have burns there too. It's fantastic, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. That stuff is buttery smooth. Went and bought more immediately. Yeah, man. I'm definitely not bullshitting anybody when I say something. He wiped out the 220. What's up, Orange Smoke? How are you doing? How's your first day back to work? Big O, how are you doing? I caught you in my comments earlier. I appreciate it. Dave, I think it's normal when it burns when it pees. At least I think it is. The burning is okay, but like the green foamy drip, you may need antibiotics for that. What? What do you mean you almost quit the first hour? I was actually half debating. I thought about you at supper time, Orange Smoke, and I was going to text you, see how it went. And I figured I didn't know if you were up or not, so I figured I'd leave you alone. Big O, you're going off to work. You have a good night at work, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
You just got off work.
Oh shit, I'm reading it wrong. I mean, I'm supposed to wear glasses sometimes, but good. How'd your day at work go anyway, then, Big O? '86 250R with a 310 big bore kit. That's gonna, especially you hit that second, third gear, it's gonna stand right up. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I should do a better job reading the comments. Sometimes I get things wrong. No more coolant and oil. There you go. Started in the heart of Methville. Crackheads, needles everywhere, nothing ready for the season, so it was a headache. Well, it pops up in fourth. Oh, I bet. Especially with the 310 kit, you know, it's going to definitely make some power. No, man, they're real. What's the weather today, Big O? I think we had, what was it, like 52? APM Auto, how are you doing? Yeah, nobody's going to buy real guns, especially on this channel. I mean, you could use them for hunting. I don't see any, especially if it were like in an armored personnel carrier, you'd have no problem getting a deer. My day was all right. Elephant and body armor. Oh, shit. Can I? Oh, he already is. I was gonna make Big O a monitor, but he already is, or a moderator.
Yeah. You can see the run.
Yeah, I missed it. I'm sorry. Kind of behind the ball. on a BMW horn. All right, Jay Lee, man, you go do supervisor type stuff. You have a good day or a good night. Big ol' waiting on the ice cream truck. It's 80 out here. You had an earthquake, really? How big was the earthquake? 14-hour day to knock off the winter rust. I'm fat and lazy. Yeah, I hear you, man. Pretty soon you'll be glad it's fall. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you want to shoot at least 600 yards away, right? You wanna give them some challenge. 5 something. I don't think I've ever actually experienced an earthquake. There's been a few times where I thought I could, but it could have been my belly rumbling too. I don't know. Well, it sounds like your neighbors are douchebags. Wait till 3 a.m. and pop it off. For the stereo shots. Honestly, when I still deer hunted, I don't think I ever shot anything much past 150 yards. That's the truth. Either you couldn't see past that because of the terrain we were in, or by the time it got further than that, you'd already dropped it. So everything I think I ever shot was within 150 yards. Well, there you go. 70 to 100, yeah. So what do you think? What do you think the ethical distance would be to take a whitetail? And obviously, yeah. Do you think it depends on caliber? 338. Yeah. What? Who was in Guadalcanal? Taught me how to shoot. I mean, the stop sign wasn't still attached to like a public road, was it? Nada. That one's a Yugo. It was in 1987, huh? Just not that good of a shot. I think what is handguards on? I don't know what you're asking. P1032. 150 yards with 7mm weight. Right. I think because I always hunted with. Well, I started hunting. I shot deer with an AR, and then I hunted for years with my 308, my heavy bolt gun, and then the last 4 years or so, I hunted with my 300 short mag. So I would have definitely shot further than 150 yards. I just never had anything further than that. P1032. That is a sight for the built-in grenade launcher. All right, Stoner. I appreciate you hanging out, man. You be good. Yeah, that's the thing. I never had a track of deer in my life. Everything I've ever shot dropped. So I've been lucky about that. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, Stoner, because then I can find your channel and I will subscribe back. Um, I don't know if it's better than Free Picks Tin Can. I appreciate you leaving that comment on my friend's video. He's a master chef. I've been talking to him for years, trying to get him to do cooking videos because the dude's phenomenal, man.
Yeah, he is.
So I talked to him today, and he's like, "Hey, I posted some more cooking videos," and I went in there. I'm like, "I'll green screen him. Maybe we can get him some traffic to his channel." So Tin Can, I really do appreciate you. Thank you for that. I don't know. I mean, I could think of all kinds of reasons to have a grenade launcher.
Main one being, why not?
Yeah, main one, why not? I mean, we're in America, baby. Woohoo! We're just going to bed when you laugh out. All right, Dave, I appreciate it, man. Don't feel like you gotta hang out for me. So the channel has all its hours now for monetization. So I'll still push the lives because you guys come in here and support it. So we'll try to do some lives, keep these hours up. What's the underfolded AK? It's a Yugoslavian M70. Gotta be, yeah, 4 a.m. is too early. So I'm off yet tomorrow at work, and then I go back to work on Wednesday, so I'll have to be getting up early too again. So kind of lame. My lives will be earlier then. If I do them, it'll be like 3:30ish usually, and then I'll usually run to like 5. Yeah, Zastava, it's Yugoslavian Zastava. Now it's Serbia, but that would still mark Yugoslavia. You have any cocks? I got. Oh wait, I'm sorry, Glocks. Yes, I have a couple big Glocks. Are you saying gross about the feet pics or about going back to work? Yeah, he can shoot, man. So IDPA, we shot this last weekend. You know, the targets look the same as USPSA, but the scoring zones are significantly smaller. And USPSA, it's accuracy and time being a big factor in your overall scores. IDPA is just the opposite. They want you to have accuracy over time. So dropping points on targets hurts you more than shooting slower. So I have never tried to shoot it standing up. Honestly, when I first got it, I shouldered it like, you know, all these weirdos do, and I hurt my back, man. It's not that it's that heavy, but it's long, so the center of balance is long, so you put a lot of weight on your back. So that's not something that I am going to be doing. Dude, you absolutely should have recorded that. I mean, that would have been a contribution, Orange Smoke. That would have been funny as hell to see. Yeah, I have a couple HKs. No pistols. I just have a carbine and, well, 2 carbines actually. One's a PCC and one's a 5.56. 10-22 binary. That would be a lot of fun. Or even a spearfishing gun. That'd be fun too, actually. There's a guy comes in here from Germany, Thomas. I forget his last name. But he can't have firearms in Germany. So, all right, man. So he has a harpoon gun, TC 2350. If you're from Germany, man, how you doing? But you must know about them harpoon guns they carry, the pistol ones.
Yeah, I'm not even entirely sure how to pronounce that last name. There.
Good. What's the weather like today in Germany? is Harley coming home?
I gotta go get her. I need to go get her now.
Own that many guns unless you're from the military. Well, what's it matter if somebody's from the military or not? If somebody owns a rifle, they have to go, what, stand on a front line in Yugoslavia? Or Ukraine? Yeah, man, we got all the feet pics you could want. Mosin, yep, I have a Mosin. Yeah, there's a 308 up there. That's the middle one. Bear Arms, how are you doing? You got one of the Egyptian AKs? The Maudis. Them are actually pretty collectible. I'm sure you know that. They're actually pretty decent AKs actually. Yeah. Does it yours still have the thumb hole stock on it, or did it get the regular butt stock and pistol grip put on? Yep, I got a couple. I have 3 German firearms and a Mac 90, yeah. Nope, I didn't build anything myself. I have 3 SKSs, so I like SKSs. Yeah, a lot of people do. That was part of the import stuff they started doing right before and during the assault weapons ban. Because they considered it, if it had the regular butt stock and pistol grip that were 2 separate things, that it wasn't a sport and purpose gun. So they came in with the thumb hole stocks. But German, yeah. I mean, I know, John, you like them Walthers. I think you might even have a Walther addiction, but I think you're okay. Do you own a specialist? I don't know what a specialist is.
Do you know?
Oh, do I? Sorry. Do you want to read them for me? Here, you can read. Do you know a specialist? Like, what kind of specialist? My wife is a specialist. It's all right. I don't mind talking about them. I talk about CZs just as much. There's nothing wrong with Walthers. Yeah, when I had my FFL, I manufactured firearms. Do I know any current manufacturers? Kinda. Where are my glasses? Honestly, I don't know. What's the difference between a rifle and a subgun? Subguns are pistol caliber carbine. That's why they call it a subgun. But how are you doing, Big Master? Not so friendly? Yep, there is a gas mask. I have 3 American Bulldogs. You need that sometimes. There you go, John. John's life. Okay, now I gotta switch the computer. How come this isn't updating? Give me a machine gun, please. How about I don't? That would sound like a great way to get me in trouble. I've got an American Bulldog. Do you? So you understand the comment about needing a gas mask if with the American Bulldog. All right, TC 2350. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Thank you for your time. let's see. Got some time. Orange Smoke got some time yesterday and shit. Shot his challenge target with your son. He won. My son beat me this weekend too at IDPA. He definitely shot better than I did. With like the skin tags, I mean, dogs get skin tags just like you or anyone else. That's the only thing I've noticed on them. Joker, I have no idea where you are. Absolutely, if you want a Glock slide or a SIG slide, Stifler Manufacturing is our go-to guy. He's a pretty big sponsor to the channel. Might be a commie, probably. John's life, that's a big thing. My son usually doesn't beat me, but he beat me fair and square this weekend. Yeah, I should publish it because it went right into my held comments. So, because it went into the held comments, I don't want him to think I forgot about him. So, knowing how much he loves Buff Trump, I wanted to, you know, help him out with that. He's probably at home biting his pillow right now, waiting for moms to come home. My two moms aren't going to stand for this. My two moms, and their names is Kevin and Chad. They used to be men. Oh, boy. Yeah. I should probably try to be nicer to people. I'm not really in a Frank and Dave. My two moms. Yeah. Did you, Orange Smoke, did you just have to work in the yard today getting equipment up and going? Or were you out actually working? I mean, I'm sure if you had to work in the yard, it was probably harder than being out on the road, right? Rubber ducky. Let's see, what else did I miss here? Right downtown, digging holes in the road to step out our direction drill. All right. Do you guys have a problem with a lot of tweakers there? And Dank Swizzle, just got my first AK SLR 107R custom built from Krebs Customs. I didn't know AKs got that nice. Yeah, Krebs does nice work. Last summer, we met him at Thunder on the Tundra in Wisconsin. He's pretty cool shit. He handed us a rifle and a bunch of ammo and said, "There you go, boys. Check her out." Huh. So what do they use? Are they using meth or are they using heroin? Or whatever they can get a hold of? I can tell you this, like in my community, the homeless are getting bad, and the junkies. They opened up a couple shelters for them this last year. There's always been a couple, the warming shelters, but they opened like 3 more this year. It seems like, I mean, people flock to them. Well, if I didn't have belted ammo for a 5.56, how would I run the gun? That's fine. You can report me to the ATF all you want. You want my personal information too? Because think about it, buddy. I'm on YouTube Live showing firearms. Yeah, I'm surprised his 2 moms, Chad and Frank, let him be on the computer, but Roblox is probably uploading. He ain't bothering me, man. Let him do whatever he thinks he can or does. I'm sure he's not the first one to report it, and he probably won't be the last one. So he can go home and chew on his pillow. Yeah, gamer kids have arrived. That's to be expected. I mean, nobody's gonna report you. That's just some little troll trying to get attention. Did I shoot today? No, I loaded ammunition today, but I shot all day on Sunday. Sorry, Sarah. No, this isn't illegal. Welcome to America. Free white and over 21. Why is it sketchy? Why is your 870 sketchy? Sarah, let me ask you something. And seriously, I hope you let me ask you this. And I mean the absolute most respect. Why would you see pictures of guns and think they're illegal? I'm curious. I should pull up the channel. Prime stop. I don't know what prime stop means. You're doing your homework, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yoga workouts. Well, that might make sense. No, I was seriously asking, Sarah, why would you think number one, don't apologize. Number two, I'm definitely not trying to be mean to you or whatever else. Yes, all the firearms are real. Yes, they're all legal, but I'm just curious because I get a lot of people that see pictures of firearms and go, this is illegal. Somebody just did. I'm reporting you to the ATF. Why would you feel that seeing a firearm or owning a firearm is against the law? Are you not in America? I know in a lot of other parts of the country you can't own firearms. So to see pictures of firearms, people get like all weird and think, oh my God. But Woodman's Pal. What's a Woodman's Pal? I'm not familiar with that. No, I'm not going to do that. That's all right, Sarah. Like I said, I mean no disrespect. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. How are you? How's your day going? What's the weather like where you're at? Did you pull that stuff out of the oven?
Yeah.
Godfather, how are you doing? How'd your day go? The Harley bank? Yep. There's a Harley bank back there. I have a bunch of them. That one was actually one I bought for my mom. Huh. So John, if you're looking for like a sheath or leather stuff, there's a channel called the Arizona Kid. He owns a leather shop. He's a supporter of this channel. Um, if you go in, I don't know how to tell you how to get to him other than this way. If you go in some of my shorts, like the last few I posted, you'll see comments from him. The channel's the Arizona Kid. If you go in there and click on his name, it'll take you to his channel. But he does custom leather work. He's pretty cool shit, man. All right, Big O. Go spend time with Mama there, and I'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate you hanging out. As always, you have a good day. Thanks for stopping. Prime, we're not supposed to discuss prices on YouTube, but what I'll tell you is the same thing I tell everybody else. If you went to McDonald's, and I know Orange Smoke, you know what's coming. If you went to McDonald's and you bought cheeseburgers off the dollar menu, you would buy 12,000 cheeseburgers for what that cost. Nix, how are you doing? It's good to see you. How'd your day go? Yeah, I'm doing good. We'll let everybody else tell you how they're doing. Butter, cheeseburgers. Oh boy. Have you even had a chance to eat supper yet? Or are you still on your way home? I mean, you should be home by now. Are you home? Which one of the belts? I'm not going to tell you guys yet. You got to wait. Right? My day is good, man. How's your day? Well, I think I subbed you from both my channels. If I didn't, actually, let me see. Why am I not finding it? Let's see. Yep. So I subscribed to you on both of mine. So you should. At least two of them are mine. Oh shit, you put out another video today? Oh no, I saw that one. The echelon. Yeah. But yeah, man, you just gotta keep putting content out. And 7 hot dogs and some macaroni and cheese. The kids didn't finish. That's alright. I mean, you gotta chow. Eating Lunchables. Huh. You're brave. Anytime I've eaten Lunchables, I've gotten very upset bellies. Which one would I carry, the 40 or the 45? I would probably carry the 40 over the 45 just because of capacity. Yeah, it's his Ostava, Hugo. It's a Yugoslavian Zastavas. That was, they were important then before Serbia was Serbia. I don't even know what a CVA Cascade lineup is. Local gun store. It's had one for a while. Yeah, I don't even know what it is, so. Yeah, so 40 will have higher capacity because it's a smaller diameter cartridge. So 45 ACP is fatter. So if, well, it's a good example. So a 45 like caliber Glock will hold 10 rounds. The 40 cal will hold 13. My rarest gun is a Chinese AK. I don't even know if that's the rarest because I got some old guns, but that's probably the most valuable gun I own. 770. Any grenades? Bolt gun. Baba Booey, how are you doing? How'd your day go? So Ammo Alchemist texted me that earlier and I laughed my ass off, so I posted it. I thought it was funny, so I shared it. He sent me some other stuff too, but the communist YouTube overlords would definitely not approve. They should, but they wouldn't. That's not a bad idea though, because I'll be honest, it's nice that you have some of the common calibers because you have options then. I've never been one to get into a bunch of strange oddball cartridges. Even with being able to load my own manufacture my own ammunition, logistically speaking, it's hard. My 300 short mag can be difficult to find brass for, but being I don't hunt anymore, I still have a bunch of brass and actually have cartridges still loaded up from when I hunted. It's not really a fun gun to shoot just to shoot, but from 1879, we'll give you the name shortly. Prime, do you have actually I'll just pull your channel up. Do you post gun content or do you have anything on your channel? No, unfortunately not. No. February 2025. The 5.56 caliber AKs are badass. Stay away from the IOs or Pioneer arms, but 5.56 chambered AKs are a whole nother animal. They are most of them are all fabulous. They put ARs to shame sometimes. They are cat's ass. $1879 Parker Brothers. That's actually pretty badass. Yeah, 45 is a cool cartridge. I mean, something to be said for it. The cartridge, it's as American is going to get, right? Throw a 45 and a piece of apple pie on the plate and call me good. So the bullet technology like Orange Smoke is saying, I would agree with the 9mm technology, the technology they're putting into 9mm projectiles is just out of this world. I mean, they're getting really high tech with some of this stuff, and I mean, it performs as good or better than 45 ACP or 40. I don't think anybody can say it performs better in 10mm because, I mean, 10mm is a beast. You will enjoy the 5.56 a whole lot more than the 7.62 by 39 for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. I think depending where you are, you know, so people are going to carry guns, personal carry guns for different reasons. Like somebody, obviously in New York or New Jersey, if they were able to, they probably wouldn't have any need ever for a 10mm. But now somebody like in northern Wisconsin or Minnesota or something like that, they might need a 10mm, and it may not be for a two-legged type threat, but they could have a four-legged type threat. So depending on where you're going to be, the firearm may really matter what you're carrying. Yeah, so Orange Smoke, your comment just popped up, and it's absolutely what I'm referring to. Hey, nobody said it was. My dog is snoring. He's laying on the floor over here snoring away. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. You may have to move on. But see, now he's done snoring. Wife and kid just came home. It's at M82. It's an M70, and then the Beretta is a M92. You have a Russian Dragunov. You should definitely do a video on that because I would love to see it. Hi, Miss Harley. How are you?
Good. I'm gonna go up to bed.
Of course you are. You want to eat? I made supper. It's a
I
little late, but...
really-
Oh, shit. I missed that. Yeah, it's M82, man. Orange Smoke. Harley's asking how you're... Or, man, I might just pack it in. I'm not doing well.
Good.
There you go.
How are you doing?
That's a pretty rare firearm in the United States. All right. Well, like I said, that's a pretty rare firearm, and the Russian one. I mean, you're talking, you know, upwards of $10,000 or $12,000. All the guns you've told me about, he has. You go shoot them with him, right? They're not just collectibles. There's very few firearms that a person shouldn't shoot. Yeah, it's rare. If that's something you're gonna get someday, don't ever sell it. Hang on to it. That's money in the bank. Every couple of years, that gun's gonna gain thousands of dollars in value. Yeah, I don't know how a court system would handle it. Honestly, though, John Wicks, I will admit that I've thought about that myself. As they try to twist everything, like, you know, why did you pick that firearm? Why did you carry that particular type of ammunition? Or, you know, I don't know. So that's why I stick with just a Glock 26. You know, at one time that was one of the #1 concealed carry pistols there was for years. But now there's so many other things and companies making them that they're not. But Leroy, don't be a shithead. Why you gotta be like that? Huh? Why you gotta be like that? Arizona Kid, I was talking about you a few minutes ago. There was a guy in here looking for somebody to do some leather work. Seems like we always get people just before you come in, but we told them about your channel, and I told them to find you there and hit you up. I mean, and I'm sure you realize too, most of the people are just talk. Georgian, how are you doing? How'd your day go? Yeah, I remember you telling us about that a little bit, John. Yeah, I had a good day too. So it's good to see you jump in. You bought a PU Mosin? Is it still drilled and tapped, or is it like the one I have where they plugged it and welded it? Does it have the scope too? So I think Arizona Kid, next time, original scope, badass. Badass. What's the date code on it? What date was it manufactured? Arizona Kid, next time I do a live, I'm gonna put a holster setup I have. A friend of mine gave it to me before he passed away. He died when he was in his 70s, and his dad had it when this guy was a little kid. So I'll show it to you next live. We'll put it out. All right, that leather holster. Mm-hmm. He had a really nice Colt single action that he used to keep in there, and his house got broken into before he passed away. Like maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 years before he passed away, and I mean it devastated the guy. And he told me about it a few times. I saw his Colt actually a few times, and a couple years before he passed away, he gave it to me. He said, "Look, I'm never gonna buy another firearm for this holster." He goes, "I don't know anybody else that would ever be interested in it." So I have it in my office. I should probably buy a gun and put it back in there. I will at some point. That's why I leave it out in my office. But it's a pretty nice holster. There you go. If we had gun buybacks around here, I would probably do that like everybody else does. Roger, how are you doing? What's the weather like in France? Yeah, I mean, I was humbled when he gave it to me, and it was sad because he was getting teary-eyed and stuff. I mean, it was something his dad had and he wore. I don't, you know, obviously his dad wasn't a cowboy, but I mean, he grew up, and I don't know. I never really quite asked him why he wore it, but it was worn. So I know he didn't grow up in Wisconsin, so I'm not sure. No, it's not a Noriko. It's a Yugoslavian, made by Zastava. So, country is Yugoslavia. It was manufactured by Zastava Arms. I love you.
Love you.
So Prime, if you haven't, man, subscribe to the channel. Also, more importantly, even if you don't subscribe to my channel, do me a solid. Subscribe to Arizona Kid. Subscribe to John Wicks. Subscribe. Big O was here earlier. Georgian. All these channels that got the little wrench by their name. Them guys are all solid people. They all have good stuff going on. It's a stamped receiver, Cal. Mountain Man, how are you doing, man? That thing in the bottom left, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's one of the things that if you were using claymores, you would use for that. Arizona Kid, he has a leather shop, so he does custom leather work. But he's a YouTube channel. He does stuff with speed draw, with single action revolvers. He has some break action shotguns, some side by sides. He's a good, wholesome dude, religious man. Just a really cool shit. I enjoy watching his stuff. I enjoy watching his Sunday words of wisdom. So I don't think it's a rumor. Glock discontinued all kinds of stuff, like 30 models or 31 models or something. Well, go get your back massage. Just make sure you lay on your back so she can massage away. At least start there or finish there. Every good massage finishes there. So Arizona Kid, man, I appreciate what you do. Thank you for your support. I'm gonna have a hard time believing that they just completely discontinued. I think we were talking about this a live or two ago. You wanna watch the cords and shit you're knocking around?
Right.
I know it's hard, right? But I think it's because, like other people said, it's because the Gen 6s are gonna be coming out. .357 SIG's kind of a neat cartridge, but it came in hot and then kind of fizzled out because everybody went back to 9mm or 10mm. But I used to like 40 caliber. I still do. Make sure you take my shirts and shit upstairs. I have a couple favorite guns. One would be my M1A, and the other one would probably be my Colt 1911. There you go. They should be coming out with some factory comp models too. So I think Mr. Glock himself, you know, he was pretty set in his ways. He had a good thing. He was making good money. And with him passing away, I mean, the underlings there have to realize that they have to step it up. Big Boy Diesel, how are you doing tonight? I don't know what you mean by fun or good. But them are probably my two favorite guns. My 1911 is just sentimental, and my M1A, I honestly really enjoy that rifle. It's a nice rifle.
I think what I might be getting at is if it's either your favorite because they're fun or if it's that they're good guns.
Both.
Yeah.
The 1911 is, like I said, it's sentimental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if I wrote the rules in Washington, they definitely wouldn't change. So my Colt I built. That was one of the first guns I really built, and my M1A is just a good rifle. It's enjoyable to shoot. It's accurate as hell. It's got a good trigger. It's old school. It's got a nice wood stock. You know, it's just a classic American battle rifle. The shadows. About bedtime though. All right, Georgian. I appreciate you stopping and hanging out like always, man. You have a good night, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I think a lot of people wish they had an M1 Grand, especially my son next to me who's nodding his head. We shoot this weekend? This coming weekend? Are we off? No.
Easter.
What's Easter?
We're off. I haven't seen anything posted.
Easter. Well, we'll go shoot on Saturday. We'll test out some of that rifle ammo. But I'm gonna go shoot regardless of you. I'll make my daughter. Probably a special purpose rifle.
I'm working 10 to 2.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I that's a tough one. Probably a SPR. Yeah, I bet the Dragunov is that's a nice rifle too. It's Eric, I appreciate it, man. My son came up with that all on his own. We were gonna actually put some feet pics in the thumbnail too, but we did. What caliber? What caliber does what shoot? The Dragunov should be 7.62 by 54R. Yeah, 7.62 by 54R. If it's a true Russian one. There was ones that were brought in through Yugoslavia that were chambered in 308. I think there was some Romanians brought in that were in 308. Yeah, so a Polytech, if it's still got all the original stuff, meaning the box, the oiler, the sling, the bayonet, the 2 Chinese magazines, and a couple other things that came with it, that would be a good buy. If it's just the gun and a magazine, it's a little overpriced. But in the oil or in the box, it should have all the paperwork that came with it, bayonet, the sheath, 2 magazines, a cleaning kit, all that. That's what you would expect for that money generally. Otherwise, if it's just the rifle, magazine, sling, you know, that type of stuff, usually you're on that 2,500 to 3. It's been 3 years since you shot it. Well, get out and go shoot it, man. Yeah, make sure the cleaning rod's there too. That's something that always gets pulled out of them because they rattle. All right, leave me alone now. Hey, go. I pet you. Now leave me alone. All right, I'll pet you some more. Yeah, man, I think the whole world should have the right to own firearms. Bullseye Ben, what's going on? What are you up to? Surprised you don't have your live going. It's usually about the time you do your live, isn't it? Yeah, Vickers machine guns are badass. I don't know what you're talking about at AWM. Did it? Did you? I don't think I've seen the video yet. Did you put up a video? Or you just got done? Sorry I missed it. I didn't realize you were doing it. Hey, Gage.
Yeah.
Before you go to bed, come down here. Yeah, no worry. I'll catch it when I'm done here. I'll click over to your channel and watch it. So IWI Dan? I don't know what that is. Xbox boys, how are you doing? You're kind of an impatient feller, which is okay. Since you're here though, check out these other guys in the channel. It's not an AR-50, it's actually a Barrett Israeli sniper rifle. Move. Fuck, dog. What's wrong with you? Let's see. Israeli sniper. The Armalite. Yeah, there's no Armalite AR-50s up there. Unless that's what it's your dream. Alright. You going to bed?
Yeah.
Can you give me like 20 minutes and we'll stop this?
Okay.
You see I made you a moderator, right, Bullseye? Well, sometimes with family problems and stuff, maybe, especially when you're younger, talking about firearms might be taken wrong. So maybe just talk about, don't be telling people I was upset and talking about guns. That, as a young person, that can get you in some trouble. So it's all right. Don't be impatient. Just take this as a dad moment. I wish you had the 240 Bravo. That's what you had in the Navy. There you go. I didn't know you were a squid. So Bullseye, only thing I'll say is it's obvious when people need to be kicked. You know, spammers, they get kicked right away. When people start talking about firearms in school, I boot them instantly. Anytime somebody talks about, oh, I see firearms, I'm scared, I boot them too. Otherwise, I mean, generally, let me know if you're going to boot somebody. You know, you get the little trolls and stuff like you get on your channel, right? The trolls, they can troll a little bit, but they count for your watch hour, so I try not to boot them instantly. Some of the other trolls, especially like when we click in their channels to check on them, if they're adults and they're gun people, I like to just have the conversation with them and ask them why they're trolling. And usually 9 out of 10 times, them guys end up being pretty big sponsors on the channel or supporters. They kind of, D-Dog, what's going on? Fuck the trolls. So you got that JP out. I was seeing that. I was expecting some footage, but I'm glad the gun ran for you. I bet it's just buttery smooth, huh? Pun joke or butter jokes. First gun you shot was a Taurus G2C. I don't think I've ever even picked up a G2C. I know a lot of people seem to like them, so maybe I should look at one. Yeah, man, that's how it is. And I guess maybe truthfully, I've probably trolled people too. So really quick, see if it would run. It was stacking doubles. There you go. That's what you want. Patriot Arms, how are you doing, sir? Good to see you back. So all these guys, Xbox, they're all YouTube creators. These are all people that have channels and they're all creating content. So I'm blessed that a lot of other creators take the time and spend it with me. It's a great way to be part of the firearms community, and also be able to, bounce ideas off of one another. So that's all the mods you see in here are all people that have shown me a lot of support, and I try to show them support, and I trust them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be mods. So. Best handgun under $1,000. Polymer frame or hammer fired? Yeah, so absolutely. Yeah, FNX is a good firearm. Hammer? Do you want a steel frame or you want a polymer frame? Or aluminum? But I would say check out FN products. I would say absolutely check out CZ. It would probably be one of them two first. That would be something I would recommend. So hammer fired guns, I prefer CZs, but FN firearms are bangers for the money. They're great guns. Yeah, man. Post your content. You know, everybody here is gonna check it out. You know, I always encourage people to post so that I can kind of get to know who you are a little bit. So Just Sigma, we're not supposed to discuss gun prices on YouTube. I mean, they kind of slip out here and there, but one of my friends, Ammo Alchemist, he gets constantly hit with facilitating the sale of firearms, and it couldn't be further from the truth. He's doing nothing but showing him shooting firearms. So because they constantly nail him, I get real cautious about talking about anything price-wise. Every gun I shoot, my son shoots. There you go, Prime. I was assuming that, let me ask you, because I'm curious, how old are you? Because I was assuming you were younger, because you were talking about like the Dragunov and stuff being your dad's. Dude, I feel sorry for him too, man. Ammo's cool shit. I talk to him. If I don't actually talk to him on the phone, yeah, Prime. That's who I'm asking. If I don't talk to him on the phone, actually talk to him, then pretty much every day I text him or he texts me. So I like the dude. You're 30? Okay. I was just curious. I said when you were talking about like the Dragunov being your dad's, I was just assuming you were probably younger. Your brother's 34. I don't do any Instagram, but yeah, I like Ammo. He's solid dude, man.
Yeah,
He's a good dude. He's funny as hell. I mean, he doesn't say much in his videos, but like off YouTube, he's a pretty funny guy. Yeah, Ammo's cool shit. I wish he lived closer to me because I'd be taking him out shooting, but we we are on opposite ends of America for sure. Maybe not east to west, but definitely north to south. I should check. You want to check and make sure he's not live? If he is, we'll shut her down and get on his channel. You're related to the Prime Minister of Canada. Yeah, you're not real far from Ammo then. I mean, you're a lot closer than I am. I'm in Wisconsin, so. No, I don't think I'm going to Disney World. My wife has wanted to go there for years, and I absolutely refuse to go to that pedophile-infested camp. Maybe with a flamethrower. That'd be kind of cool. You're a Kentuckian. That's all right. That's a good place to be. Yeah, Ammo's in Texas. I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, he's in Texas. Yeah, that's the cool thing, Bullseye, and I'm sure you figured this out, man. You start talking to people on here, the other creators, and there's people in South Carolina, right?
For Georgian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Carolina, Oklahoma, Texas, Washington, Wisconsin, Michigan, all over, Ohio, Minnesota.
Yeah, no, he's not live.
Yeah, it is pedal land. Mountain Man, I appreciate you hanging out, sir. You have a good night, too. I'll catch you on the next one. Mark, I appreciate you. It's good to see you. How'd your day go? Yeah, I think we talked about it before. You're not too far from a couple of the other guys. Yeah, I remember you saying you're in Michigan, Mark. Hey, D-Dog, that Mark Travis is a Michigan guy, too. A Missionite or whatever you guys call yourselves. Not Wisconsin. Not Wisconsin. The other Great Lakes state.
6 minutes away from Michigan.
You're in Canada, though, right? Xbox boys? Yeah, Mark Travis there. Check out D-Dog Tactical's channel. Here, I'll even make it easy for you. As soon as I find you. Mark, I'll knight you to be a moderator. Actually, I gotta do it on this. But I'm doing that so you can check out some of these other guys' channels once I can get here. So check out some of these other guys' channels while you're here. Big Boy Diesel, you should be one too. Now, next time you guys come in, don't be shocked if you're not still a moderator. We usually turn these off after the live is over. Stifler has a right. How are you doing, sir? I'm almost guaranteeing you're at work making money. We were talking about you a little earlier. I swear to God, you guys' ears rings when we start talking about you. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, Patriot. I figured I'd let you do that. That's all right, man. Don't even sweat it. Up in the Northwest. So you guys all have the ability to reach out to everybody. It's kind of cool to be able to hook up with other people. Half the shop got back. That's what I'm hoping. Did they have a good time at that festival? Yeah, it's Angela. It's Hugo. Yeah, man, get some sleep. It's Monday. If you don't get some sleep today, it makes the whole week shitty. You're in Georgia. Have you told me that before, or did I forget that? I try to remember, but it's kind of hard to remember everybody's fine details. That sounds like a good time. I'll bet you after 5 days of partying, they were probably ready to come back to work and rest. Middle of the road in Lexington. That's classy. Well, Xbox boys, you know, you gotta sleep, man. Yeah, it's M70A AB2. Well, that's good. You got good workers. I'd have probably taken a week off after the week off. Yep, I'm familiar with Merle Hager. I think everybody in here is probably familiar with Merle. Yeah, elk is good too. I won't disagree there. What do you think's better, elk or bison? I'm gonna say probably elk. Country Thunderbolts, Florida, Arizona, Florida, Wisconsin. I think a couple locations. Where in Wisconsin do they go? That must be up on the west side of the state. Oh, he's cousins with Merle. So there you go, big boy. You can hook up with D-Dog himself. He'll get you through that for sure. Yeah, man. I'm cool with shooting with anybody. I actually had a guy on my live earlier. He's about a half hour south of me, and we were chatting. And I asked him where he was from, and he told me where he's from. Like, really? And then he went in the channel, and he was shocked that I own a 50. I said, man, you buy the box of ammo, I'll take you to the range and let you shoot it. Unfortunately, I'm not buying people's ammo if they want to shoot the 50, but $50, 10 rounds, I'll take them and let them burn up 10 rounds in it. I'm cool with that. As close as he is, man, it's just a hop, skip, and jump away. D-Dog's got some pretty badass guns too, Mark. I don't know if you've ever checked his channel out, but you're a mod. So by all means, check out all the other channels in here. And that's why I made you a mod. So. Yeah, I can just be quiet and let them have the conversation.
I mean, yeah.
East, how are you doing, man? How'd your day go? Twin Lakes and southeast of Madison. I think you told me about that. Yes, Madison, southeast Madison. That's kind of liberal country, but we used to have here in the city, we had Country USA and Rock USA. Them were monster shows, but they don't do that anymore. I don't deer hunt anymore, no. I used to, I don't anymore. You're 5 mile. Xbox boys, if you get famous, I would expect you to do more than give me a shout out. I would be like, hey, let's get a hold of that guy and let's go shoot some guns. That'd be way cooler than a shout out.
Yeah.
Well, 30-30's probably killed more deer than every other cartridge combined. I guess I never even thought about that in Arizona, that there's probably not a lot of great hunting, but I mean, you gotta have a lot of. I should ask you, Stifler, how hot was it today? I think last time you were talking, it was over 100.
Really?
Yeah. Yep, that's a 50 cal East. If you're gonna flex with guns on YouTube, you gotta go big. Otherwise, people just tell you to pack it up.
Kinda, yeah.
I think when you get famous. You live in Illinois? What part of Illinois are you in? I know a lot of people do seem to like the Ruger precision rifles. I don't have any experience with it, so I can't give you my opinion, but I'm sure there's people in the comments that have one or have shot one. Two hours south of Chicago, so that's towards probably not as far as Bloomington or Decatur, but probably pretty close to them, huh? Probably closer to like Havana, Illinois. I don't know, man. The way Orange Smoke was talking earlier, he would Peoria. I've been to Peoria a bunch of times. I used to go there 4 or 5 times throughout the summer. Yeah, the way Orange Smoke was talking, he would have taken the 12,000 cheeseburgers and given you his left nut besides. He sounded like he was pretty hungry today. 91 today. You have rain coming. My favorite 45 again would be my 1911 I built. In Colorado, yeah, I mean, in my state, we don't have anything like that. It's a pretty free state. In Illinois, I thought your guys' stuff got reversed, though. I could be wrong. I don't really stay on top of Illinois gun laws, but I thought all your guys' stuff got reversed. Still in the courts? Well, I mean, that's probably why Colorado tried it, but, I mean, it's not constitutional.
Yeah. That's actually what I did for my paper on that, so.
What?
That's actually what I was doing for my paper on that, so.
Was it?
Yeah, that's what I used for.
I can't show you on this live. I can put it out on another one. Looks like this weekend we'll drop to the 40s for low and 70s for a high with rain. When you guys get rain, does everything flood out? Or is it all like flash flooding? You live in the deep south. How deep? Are we talking like Georgia deep or Louisiana? So the big thing Xbox is with lives is we can't handle any firearms. So some people will like change a camera or whatever. What I do is I throw some stuff on a table just like this and talk about it. It was in a live. I don't know if I've even ever taken it out and shot it on camera. I built it a long time ago, and because it was something, really the first gun I ever built, it has sentimental value, so I don't shoot it much at all. Well, the good thing about Illinois is it's just south of Wisconsin, and here in Wisconsin, we have high-capacity magazines in every store. Cabela's, Shields, Gander. Well, we don't have Gander Mountain no more. Fleet Farm.
Walmart.
Walmart doesn't sell magazines.
No? Oh,
But
it did.
if you ever took a drive up north to buy cheese curds, you could definitely find high-capacity magazines for anything you wanted. And there's no void cards in Wisconsin, so you can come here, buy ammunition, buy magazines. I mean, if you were here for the cheese, make sure you buy a bag of cheese curds. Support the Wisconsin economy. Man, we absolutely will sell to Illinois residents. You can't buy a firearm, but there's no identification needed to buy magazines. So don't know where you heard that, but I'm north of you. I can assure you that there is no unless you look young. I mean, you might look young, but I don't think there's any restrictions on ages for buying magazines. So try again. You know, check out, like I said, check out Cabela's or Shields, a Fleet Farm. I don't know why you would have been asked in Farm and Fleet. I sold firearms for years, and it didn't matter to me who or where they were from. They're legal to sell in Wisconsin. There's no reason to yeah, I don't know, man. That's go further north. Maybe that's the answer. Go further north. There's a phenomenal air show in the center part of Wisconsin in the summer. Take a ride, go see the air show, and buy some magazines. I can tell you a few stores to check out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The Guardian, yep, there's a 50 cal up there. That would be the air show I'm talking about, sir. Now I'm kind of surprised that quickly you knew what I was talking about. So now you're gonna have to tell me how you know about the air show in Oshkosh, the great EAA, Air Adventure.
I do know it's a big thing.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. Saturdays are usually a Warbird Day. They have it for a week. It's 7 days long. They always have the old World War II planes. Man, you would love the show. Come for more than a day if you can come. But if you're up here, check out John's Sporting Goods. There's a Shields just north of Oshkosh. Farm and Fleet in Oshkosh. Them are all places that'll sell high-capacity magazines and not asking questions. My first bet would be tell you to go to John's. Yeah, that's how it is here, man. Good 3 weeks usually they start flying in. I don't know, man. I wish they wouldn't. They need to stop that bullshit. But it makes for good content. But if you come to EAA, get the Flightline passes, and check out the air show. They have a night air show. That's something else to believe. But they have, I mean, it's the biggest air show in America. So if you've never checked it out and it's something interesting, you would enjoy it. Come for the weekend though. Shields and Fleet Farm are both open 7 days a week. That John's Sporting Goods, which is where I would tell you to go first, they're not open on Sundays. My dog is sleeping. he's laying over here on the floor snoring away. He's old, so he sleeps a lot. And he's a bulldog, so he's got a short muzzle. But I'll keep in mind for disclosure purposes here, I'm absolutely not telling people to go to Wisconsin to John's Sporting Goods store or Fleet Farm or Shields to buy high capacity magazines to take back to their state to circumvent their communist overlord laws that are unconstitutional. Just so that's clearly stated, I would absolutely tell you not to do that. Stuff happens every community. We have employees collect things like trading cards, sports memorabilia, graphs, such similar, buy new content in those groups. Yeah, man, stuff's always cool. Yeah, you saw him earlier on the live. He come down and was checking me out. Guardian, if you come to Oshkosh, if you go to the air show, let me know you're going to be here, and we take some time. I'll take you out and you can shoot a 50 cal. Needless to say, I'm not super far away from the air show. Yeah, he's a good-looking boy. All three of my dogs are. The dad, he's fawn and white. The puppy is white with a couple brown spots on an ear, and the mom, she's brindle and white. Yeah, man. Subscribe to the channel. Stay in touch, and the 50 cal doesn't really kick like you think it does. So when you see people shooting the 50 cal, right? What people don't realize is the barrel reciprocates probably about 4 inches into the receiver. And yeah, the gun recoils, but it's not bad. It's not like shooting a shotgun slug. Maybe a high-powered field load, a 12 gauge, pheasant load or something like that. But it's not bad. It's a real long recoil. It's not like a super sharp snap. It's a long and it pushes you. But it's very, very impressive to shoot. It's really cool when it pulls the air out of your lungs. Yeah, it feels like a shotgun. A lot of people say it feels like a shotgun with slugs. Maybe the bolt actions do, but the semi-auto ones, they're not that bad. I mean, they move you. I'm not saying they don't move you, because they move you. They're shorts with me. You can see it. It moves you. But it's not a painful move. It's like somebody gives you a good hard shove on your shoulder. Yeah, the muzzle blast is impressive. Shooting a gun is impressive, but then standing a few feet to the side, 4, 5, 10 feet to the side, and you get hit with that muzzle blast, that's impressive too. I don't know which one of the two is a better experience. They're both something you got to experience for yourself, I guess. Even non-gun people, when I let them shoot that Barrett, they're intrigued by it. It's something, as my oldest son would say, it's something. But yeah, where I go shoot, if you were to hook up, it's got to be on a weekend. I can't shoot the 50 cal at the range during the week. It's a weekend only event. Make sure that last week of July that the range is open. It's the last full weekend of the first weekend in August.
Okay.
What caliber is that? Oh, it's 308. I always get asked if I have a 308 AR-10 and or an an AR-10, and yeah, I have one, exactly one.
July 21st through the 27th.
You got a 7mm08. 7mm08 is a good cartridge. The 7mm bullet definitely, I think, has better ballistic coefficient over the 30 cal bullet for sure. All right, big boy Diesel, you have a good night, man. Don B, I take all my meds as prescribed. So I appreciate you stopping, big boy. We'll catch you on another one for sure. Thomas, it's funny you bring up your harpoon, because there was another gentleman on here from Germany tonight, and we were absolutely telling him about your harpoon gun. And that's no lie. Were we not?
We were.
Yep. So I'm glad to see you, Thomas. How are you doing? How's your day starting off for you? I think it's daytime, or close to. Yeah, man, no lie. we were talking, and he didn't really say much. He's just like, really. But yeah, we were definitely talking to him. I didn't ask him what, where in Germany he was. You have a 1301. That's a pretty badass Beretta. You have the tactical version, Godfather. But yeah, we were telling him about it, and as soon as he mentioned he was from Germany, we started telling him about your harpoon gun. Well, like I said, when you told us about it, I didn't know anything about them. Do we ever look to see how much they are?
Yeah, we did.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't remember how
think
much
they
they
were
are.
too expensive.
I would almost buy one just to stick something with it. But you're eating an egg sandwich.
Yeah, I think it's like 3-4 in the morning.
At €400.
Yeah, about the same.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Xbox. Hey man, don't spend your money on super chatting or anything else. I'm gonna sit here and chat with you the same way. So probably be just taking your money. Show if you want to support the channel, comment in the videos and subscribe. Show the other content creators here support too. That's how you can help me out. I don't need your money. I mean, if you want to give it to me, I'll take it. But I would tell you to save your money and buy something you want with it.
To get a card for his phone so he can contact you.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's what I said. They're on stuff that you can't afford right now. Yeah, eggs. Eggs are coming down though. I'm not loaded, dude. My wife is sitting right here, so use caution on anything else you say from this point on. She's literally 5 feet away from me. So like that Barrett up there was only $300. Okay, I mean you guys see what I'm working with, right? Yeah, I mean, we take kids shooting. I take my kids shooting. We try to take other people, but I mean I'm telling you as a dad right now, Xbox, save your money, do something productive with it. If you're not sure what you want to do with that money, go buy some silver from the pawn shop. That's a great investment for a young person. $3 for 10 eggs. Butter. Patriot, you know what I'm thinking. Man, I saw butter and I ran right over here.
I'm back for that exact reason.
You gotta watch out. $5 for a dozen. Yeah. Eggs are coming down though. I have nice bikes, but they're all V-twins. The orange bullets are tracers. Waffle House charging for an extra eggs. Really? We don't have a Waffle House anywhere around me, so I've never been to one. Yeah. So Thomas, what did you do today? How'd your day go? I'm gonna do a 5-minute countdown on this too. Do I use supplements? No, I'm fat, man. I take vitamins. That's best I do. Silver always goes up. So 10 years ago, I was buying an ounce of silver for like $18. Now it's over $20. So if you have money and you just want to buy something with it, buy silver. You'll make money on it in the long run, and at any point you can cash it out and get your money back. On the 3 a.m. eats. Yeah. Why are you pestering me?
Oh, no?
Mo.
It's because the other two are asleep.
It's just, don't leave me alone. He watched some anime in his home theater. You? I got up. I loaded some ammunition. Posted a live for a little while. Chatted. Made supper. Ate supper. Pooped. And did a live. That was my day. Really exciting stuff. I don't want to give you investment. If you ask me what you should do with your money, I would tell you, like Godfather just said, take $20 and then go do something that makes you happy, that just makes you smile, that you don't have to justify anybody. The rest of it, I would tell you to put into something that's gonna make you money and you can get your return on any point, such as, like I said, silver. Silver is a great investment for people. It doesn't cost a lot of money to buy an ounce of silver, and you know, up and down throughout a year, every couple of years, you will make money on that. And down the road a year from now, when you don't have any money in your pocket, and you're like, oh man, I want $100, you can cash out some of your silver. So that would be a good investment for you, I think. $3 a coin. Yeah, silver is a good investment. After that, I ride through suburbia. There you go. Yeah, enjoy the freedom, man. Thomas, I like it when you jump in these chats because I got to remind myself. I mean, we are living worlds apart. There you go. That's a good idea. Yeah, our healthcare is corrupt. You know, America's the land of capitalism. If there's somebody that can make a buck off of you, they're gonna stand on your throat and take two. Nobody's happy making money. They want it all. There you go. Games and clothes are great investments, but as you grow older, that stuff, your clothes will never be a bad investment because you need them, right? But games and stuff, at some point, you'd probably be interested in other things. Xbox, do you have a? That would be a good investment for yourself. Go buy a fishing pole and some tackle. If you've never went fishing, you should try it. That's a good thing for a young person to get into. That'll keep you out of a lot of trouble. It's kind of cool. You can go sit there, listen to some music, and catch fish. Even if you don't eat fish, it'd be something you would enjoy. And you could do videos. Ammo. I do have a PSA dagger. Just one though. It's funny. Again, we were in the chat here and we were talking about you a little while ago. I had my son a couple minutes ago pull your channel up to make sure you weren't live, because if you were live, I was gonna shut this off and jump over there with you. Punishable by 7 years of prison. That shit's just wrong, man. Yeah, Ammo, we were talking about you earlier. Was Bullseye Ben was here. Patriot Arms is still here. Orange Smoke was here. Bunch of people. But yeah, we were chatting about you. So nothing but good things. Everybody had something positive to say, so you know they were lying. I'm gonna give this about 2 minutes. I don't really want to shut down right away when ammo. I was at the range and the ATF showed up and a strike today. Well, the ATF, I imagine they were just doing an audit, right? Yeah, I think you told me you were getting that strike on your video. I looked at it. I didn't see anything that... If he was talking all kinds of shit, that's fine. Bamboozled. What do you do? Probably turn the microwave off. If your hamster exploded, turn the microwave off. It's done. Yeah. Yeah, it could be worse, couldn't it, Thomas? Oh, they were shooting? You should have went and asked them if they wanted to buy any switchies from Jay Lee. So, Thomas, I appreciate you hanging out. I'm going to shut this off. Ammo, as always, sir, I appreciate you stopping in and chatting. Godfather, you're still here. Patriot, I know you're still here. Anybody that I'm missing, I don't know. I don't want to scroll through all the comments, but all you guys, you know who you are. I appreciate you guys stopping, hanging out, and chatting. I know it's kind of lame, but it's cool to chat with y'all. Xbox boys, Nick's Armory. I appreciate you jumping back in and reminding me you were still here. So you guys have a good night. Gentlemen, ladies, things, I'll see you next time.